Hello, everyone.
Hey!
So we are back. It's been too long. Obviously, the reality is I struggle with doing videos. It's definitely not my love language or in my wheelhouse. But here we are.
Yep.
Wanted to give you guys a little bit of an update on kind of just what's going on in this non-sessions season, but it's still a season where we as legislators are staying busy. So wanted to give you guys just a little bit of a snapshot of what's gone on this spring, and so I think to start that,
Well, we should probably talk about first that this is going to be, you're receiving this in your email,
Yeah,
this link to, we're
absolutely.
trying this out, right? Because not everyone has Facebook.
Yep.
And so we're trying this out. You've obviously gotten this link through your email and you're watching this on YouTube. So let us know what you think about that. If you like this,
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a way that we can reach people that don't have Facebook. So.
And we can connect with more
Yeah.
people, because that's the number one thing that people say is, how do you connect with your legislators when you don't want to be on Facebook or when you don't get a paper anymore or something like that? And so this is a way we're going to try and make that reality.
Yeah.
So thank
okay.
you.
You're welcome.
That's why she's here. Makes me look good. So going back, we've actually had 2 committee meetings that I've been a part of so far. Number one, we had Corporations Committee in Lander, and that would have been probably a month and a half ago, I would say. And so corporations, we talked about election integrity. We talked about the Secretary of State's office and the increase of load that he has when it comes to businesses. We talked about issues that they've had with LLCs and kind of that cleanup. We talked about power, obviously. We talked about rate increases with Rocky Mountain Power. So that was kind of what happened about a month and a half ago. But 2 weeks ago, we went into judiciary in Casper. And that was actually a little more interesting. And out of judiciary, we talked about a number of things. But probably the one that I want to settle on or talk about the most is the fact that the bill that I ran this last year, House Bill 125, which was the elimination of gun-free zones, got through House, got through Senate, really good support, made it to the governor's desk where it got vetoed. And so this is a conversation that came in through Management Council as, let's make this an interim topic for judiciary, which is very interesting because
we didn't think that was going to happen.
Never thought that was going to happen. And then furthermore, when we have committee bills, they hold a little more weight. And so we have an opportunity to take and bring forth this topic. I'm now part of a task force, a working group, where we're going to build basically 3 options, kind of A, B, and C. A being very similar to the bill I ran, B being maybe one aspect out of it, and C being another aspect out of it, type deal. Just anyway, so we're going to have that conversation. So that's exciting. We're going to build a bill that hopefully we can get through committee and into our general session this next year. So that's exciting. The other thing that we did talk about that is something that is a passion of ours and something we're definitely kind of breaks our heart is foster care. And so it's something that as a church we've been addressing. It's something that as a state we need to address. There is no reason why we should have young men and women in this state that are in essence orphans, and they should be in good homes. And so we need to rally behind that and figure out what needs to happen to bring forth some reformation in the foster care system. So those were exciting. So that was Monday, Tuesday, 2 weeks ago. Now, on Thursday of 2 weeks ago, not last week, but the week before, we went before SLIB. Now, when I say we, the town of Wheatland and myself. And you might say, why are you doing that? Well, if you remember back to sessions, we were going after some extra funding for our water tower here in Wheatland. We have a 21-year-old water tower that is in a place of structural failure, potential structural failure. It leaks like a sieve. It's not good. It's out of EPA compliance. It's just a bad deal. And so obviously pre-COVID, when we started asking questions like, do we fix it? Do we try to get a contractor in here to fix it? Do we need to replace it? At that point, we were looking at like $4 to $4.5 million for this tower. Well, post-COVID, now that's $8.5 million. And so we got money through SLIB, MRG funds. We got money through Water 2. We got money through our 6 penny tax that we taxed ourselves. we basically got enough money that we were $1.8 million shy. So going into session, I brought an amendment, as you may remember, to Water 2 to bring that in. I got that amendment in, and then it got stripped out. So then the next day we brought an amendment. Some of the other legislators and myself brought an amendment to the ARPA funds. We got the money for the water tower in the ARPA funds, which is not in the budget. It's separate. And then it ended up that they married the budget and the ARPA bill together. And when I didn't vote for the budget, because there was a lot of issues, and we've already talked about that. Then at that point, the governor line item vetoed, saying basically his reasoning was the fact that I didn't vote for his budget. And so we're still sitting in this deficit of 1.8 million. So we reapplied, as the town of Wheatland reapplied. Candy Wright did a great job, does a great job, but she applied for MRG funds, the emergency funds. And so we went before SLIB, which would be the top 5 elected, down at the Capitol. And it would have been Candy Wright, myself, our engineer that is helping with the project, and Chuck Brown. And we were able to, that group of amazing people were able to go down and kind of fight for Wheatland and fight for Platte County. And we were able to get 1.064 million from MRG, with a guarantee of the governor for 800,000 from ARPA, or 800,000 from ARPA to give us that 1.8 million we needed. So we are fully funded on our water tower.
Fully funded. Yay.
Yep. So you're going to see that taking place. Demo is going to be soon. You're going to see the reconstruction. You're going to see all of that taking place very soon. So definitely be watching for that. And if you ever get a chance, go in and thank Candy Wright, because she did a phenomenal job of making this become reality. If you see Chuck Brown, thank him. It's fun to see people go to bat for this community. You know, we love this community. It's a great part of who we are. So,
and thank you to you too.
Yeah, well, you know, it's awesome. It's an honor to be able to do that. So after that, I mean, it's campaign season, you guys. We're on every 2 years. Every rep gets to campaign.
It's 2 years goes really fast.
It does, amazingly fast. So with that, you may have seen some signs popping up around town, in the outlying communities, towns, countryside. There's 10 4x8s kind of floating around Platte County. We've got yard signs in yards. You're going to be seeing a mailer going out.
Those out on Monday.
Yep. So we've got a mailer going out. Just an opportunity to thank you guys for all the opportunities we've had to represent you, and then just kind of give you a little bit of a glimpse of what we've done, what this looks like. We really look forward to the next 2 years and what God is going to bring through our involvement in this area. And, it's been a great ride. It's been really fun. We are winning some battles. We're losing some others. That's part of the game. But you know what? It's so important right now that truly conservative representatives and senators get to stand in that position in Cheyenne.
Yeah, I'm going to just throw this shameless plug in here too, is make sure when you are voting, doesn't matter who it's for, but make sure when you're voting, you really do know who you're voting for. It's really important, ask the right questions. If you're a conservative, make sure that you make sure that they know the platform, make sure that they stand for what you believe in and what you want to see, because there's a lot of wolves in sheep clothing out there, and you just need to make sure that you do your research and that you really know who you're voting for.
Yeah, that's I tell people that it isn't our right to vote; it's our obligation. That is something that we are obligated to do,
right.
And so everyone needs to vote. You all need to vote, right? But you're also obligated to have an understanding of who you're voting for, and that's hard. I get that, but you know what? Make the phone calls. Go to their town halls. We're going to have a forum on August 7th at the Agriplex. Every candidate.
Is that the Agriplex?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
I thought it was at the high school.
It is. High school. That's my fault. Anyways,
okay,
we'll scratch that out. It's at the high school. You're right. But that's an opportunity for you to go and listen to the Senate 6 candidates, the county commissioner candidates, and House 4 candidates. So be there. Be a part of that.
Yep.
the 6th at the VFW in Guernsey. Be looking for these opportunities to come and listen to the candidates and to truly ask the questions you need to ask and hear their heart, hear where they're coming from. So anyways,
Yep,
that's a
good.
kind of an overview. We are going to be better about giving you one of these every month. Keep me accountable on that. Okay, you keep me accountable on that. And but again, thank you guys so much for the opportunity to represent you. It's truly an honor, and looking forward to seeing what the future holds.
Bye.
See ya.